Welcome everybody and welcome back to another L2S race tonight. Tonight we are around Suzuka and it is the third round of the season. Looking from last week, it looks like Roy Harvey could well be a contender from what we've seen from Reyes. Nice little struggle last week. Not saying it's nice on the whole, but it was nice to see the whole field close together for starters, and as we see the first cars come out on track, it is Would You Rather, and he would definitely rather be on them soft tyres from looking at it. So, what are we expecting here tonight? I think quite a widespread strategy. Me, I'll put that out on does it right as well. I didn't get out first this week. A widespread strategy, mixed tyres in Q2, as we usually see, but it will favour whoever can do a lesser pit stop anyway, especially as this track can have high tyre drag. Other than that, I think it could be very much a usual session, as we've seen scientists coming out on the mediums. Not too sure about that, maybe just getting a banker lap in, seeing how he feels with the car, and he's going to hit it, but we'll find out once he gets round the track, that is. So we will be going on board for our usual first lap of the weekend, as it is in F1, with the first car out on track. Would you rather in the Williams cars at number 27? Number 27 he has selected. So let's see the first on board lap. Pick up the DLS just before the start finish line as he approaches the lap. It's got no traffic going on turn 1, so it should be nice and flat turn 1, braking into 2. It's nicely done using the exit curve nicely there. And this is a tricky sector, you need to have the car hooked up in this sector if you can lose time. And he might have lost a couple of attempts in there, didn't quite hook it up as nicely as he wanted. There are yellow flags, but that will not disturb this lap. Nicely through that section as well, can be tricky at times into the hairpin. How does he do here? Handled it nicely, get nice apex, or lack of it, either or it's good, and the exit was good as well. Let's see what he can do through Spoon Corner. From the outboard shot, looks nice. Car positions well. No wheel spinning, straight back on that full throttle immediately. On the way down to 130R now, this corner is taken flat out. So you need to have a good balanced car here. Kept it within track limits. And coming up to probably the most famous two corners on the circuit now, as we know from Ayrton Senna and Alan Prost back in the day, and across the line, and that is a 129.6. I mean, there's definitely a few attempts in there, but as a banker lap, I don't think he'd be too disappointed personally. He also on a hot lap warranty, or we're seeing them towards the front this season on a few times. Unfortunately, did DNF in the last race after what might have been contact, might not have been contact at Austria, but let's see how he finishes out the lap here. If he does it that put in a banker lap time of 144 flat, so we'll definitely be going again. Round 0 puts it in P2, 29.7. It's good enough for P2 as it stands anyway. So we've got who's scientists pull it to P3 on the mediums to 130.5, and Chapati is 131 flat. That puts him into P4. As we're on board the Jenner here, coming towards the end of his lap in the Alpine car. Making full use of the curbs and taking the shortest run to the line humanly possible for 130.8. That's first. Yeah, Rails just set the benchmark again. So onto the rest of the field now anyway. Let's go on board with Landon. What can you do? Just the right camera angle. Couldn't tell for a moment. Might have had a little bit of understeer in that first sector from looking at it. Didn't look the most comfortable. However, I believe he has got a car with slightly less downforce on maybe. Not 100% sure on that, but we'll soon find out. Yellow flags in sector 3. Looks like it's boom corner. As we see Desert Rat putting the lap time with 29.6. Just pips Woody Robbins P2 there. Is this lap time going to be competitive enough for Lando Bots? Managed to hold the final two corners beautifully, and a final drag to the line now. 29.3, that should just about put him safe, I would imagine. Bear in mind, it's the top few cars in this session that will get through. I mean, if we got in 17, so I don't know how the game's going to split this, but it'll be the top few cars anyway. Let's see if we got on a hot lap towards the back. Let's have a go on board with Castan. Let's see what he can do. He's been at sharp end more than a few times this season. See, would you rather put in a third lap of 29.3? He's definitely finding that time from earlier. Oh, might have lost half a tenth there, Casper, I reckon. Just clipping that curb. But held it nicely. Oh, just ran it a touch too hot. It's Nazareth on a lap, it's hard to tell. No, it's Nazareth is putting a 46.998. Eskimo's definitely not on a lap. Dean is not on a lap. Chapati's in pits. Jenna, is he on a lap maybe? No. Is Scientist? Nope. In the pits, Laurentio. That might just lead us to a quick rundown on them. So, at the moment we have got Reza Dooney and Woody Robert, Lando Bot, Laurentio. Laurentio's just retired from session. On track. He's out of quality. Okay, that was a weird one. Then we've got Desert Rat, Professor Zoom, Scientist, who's on the medium for some reason. Hopefully puts them socks on. Jinnah, Chapati, Dikuna, Eskimo in the top 10. And it's Nazareth as the last of the people to set a lap. As we are going to go on board with DRS Neil for his hot lap now. He is in P12, followed by Casto, Infamous, Launchior, Roy Harvey and Frenzy, with Launchior DNFing, and the others yet to set a lap time with 9 minutes 15 to go in this qualifying one session. And Neil's been very close to the pace of the front runners this season, as you would expect of him. Let's expect him probably to put it in the top 3-4 positions here. The purple first sector apparently, so off to a good start. Might be a tiny bit deep in there. Probably just didn't get the rotation as he quite wanted. However, he didn't lose too much time. We 130 hard, absolutely nailed. No hesitation there. Nice rotation on the car in the final two corners. Is this going to be good enough? Puts him within 2 tenths of Reyes. He's a winner show. He put it into P2. Okay. So we've got Royal Harvey started the lap. Let's have a little look at this. Our last race winner, quite convincingly. He picked up the struggles of what Reyes done and just led the way. He's sat there most of the race and then made his moves when it counted. Could be a case of doing the same tonight as well. Yellow flag's just ahead as well. I believe that would be Neil parking up or spinning it, either or. It could have been scientists actually, both out on track. But if you focus on Harvey, keep it nice and tidy. He only needs to get into the, well, guaranteed top 10. Because I don't know how many cars it's going to eliminate here. The second sector split now looks competitive enough on the timing there. So this would definitely be putting him towards the front of this grid. For Q1 anyway. For Q2, just needs top 10. But he's shown his pace here, Royal Harvey, with a P1 lap time that he doesn't necessarily quite need yet. It's 28.688. Infamous season on a lap. Let's go on board with him in the middle sector, just going under the track. Coming up to the hairpin now. Okay, that was just really weird. I've never seen anything quite like that before. As the Casto pull it P7 just behind his teammate. Near identical lap times for the Alfa Romeo boys. Good work there. See who else we got on our lap. It's Nazareth, just completed one. He's put himself at P5. And Eskimo. What is he up to? Fresh set of softs. Is he going to go for a hot lap here? Let's say. You know what Eskimo's like, he likes to preserve his tyres, make the pit stop less than everyone if he can. Let's see if he can put in a good lap here. I don't know what the elimination zone is because, well, yeah. But let's see what happens. So it's a big guarantee they're going to need a very low 30 from looking at this here. Everyone's similar pace, unless he names Royal Harvey, Razadini or DRS Neon. But everyone looks extremely close on pace tonight, which is only promising as Eskimos have a nice and tidy first sector there. It's coming midway into the mid sector now. Let's see what happens. Will he be able to keep it clean enough in Spoon Corner? Carry down the speed into 130R? Let's find out. Perfect line on the exit there, maximising the track. I've seen it's Nazareth DNF from the session there, so he's probably in the pits already. Hopefully he is. That's a mistake at long to done, and he seemingly put it into the ball. I don't think it's going to be enough for Eskimo. No, it's not enough. Can he do it on his next lap maybe, or is he not on a push lap? Infamous just left the session. Just let's see if I can quickly get him a new invite. Hopefully you can join back in, and hopefully get a lap time in. Frenzy's retired from the session, so he's quite happy to start from the back there. Let's see what King Despero can get up to. He's currently in P14. I don't know if he's safe. I don't know if he's getting eliminated as it stands. He's 2 tenths off, so he needs to find a little bit of pace. He should have it within him. Nothing conservative. And he's boxing. Interesting. That was completely my fault there. See, Dean went a tiny bit deep into that final sequence of corners, but he is going to improve his lap time up to P12, a 1 minute 30.9. I don't know who that puts in danger. However, nice attempted adjusting skills there, Jeanette. 10 out of 10 for effort. Probably a 5 out of 10 for execution, maybe. It was a good attempt. These two are the only ones on track. And they're both on it at the same point as well. So who needs to put a lap in? Infamous. He can't put a lap in now. So P16 start for Infamous there. That wasn't quite ideal. I don't know why Chap Patty's gone out on track. Alright, he's gonna put in a slow lap, burn some fuel for some reason, and put some wear on his tyres that he doesn't need. Right, so it's just, well, waiting, quite literally, for the game to eventually run out of fuel, which it won't do. It'll just keep going round because it wants to take the piss a little bit. We're also on track Dean. Dean and Chapati wants to run out of fuel first in the next 2 minutes and session quicker. You both run out at the same time. Good lads. Yeah, that's good for us at least. So we can get on to Q2 now. Unfortunately, we don't have Infamous who set a lap time due to the technical difficulties, I believe. And Frenzy, I believe he just didn't set a lap. Scientist, mediums, 30.4. I mean, he could find himself 7th, 8th in the soft tyres potentially. But towards the top, we have Royal Harvey, Reyes, and DRS Neil. They're going to be the main 3 to be watching out for in this session, I believe. It's into Q2 now. A lot of mediums going to get used. Scientist hasn't got a fresh set, so he's got to go softs. I mean, anything can happen. So we are going to get 4 eliminated in this next session now. So it's 3 last session, 4 in this session. Slowest 4th, 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th will have to say goodbye to the session and just watch the end of Q3, I suppose, if they wish to, or go off and do something else. It's entirely their choice what they do. The last 12 minutes in Q1, we can't really do much now until someone wants to get out on track. Oh, quite a lot of mediums getting put on the cars there. As you can see on the left hand side, as we see everyone seemingly want a piece of the track at the same time. I don't know who's on track, it's not letting me see. The Patty. Would you rather the Williams boys come out on track together and scientists on the mediums? That's an interesting strategy from scientists there. Q1 on mediums, Q2 on softs, means you got a secret set of hards for Q3 maybe? Be a brave attempt if he was to, but I don't think it's going to be ideal. But it's Nazareth is also on the mediums. So we've got 2 on mediums, 2 on softs. King's Eskimo is also coming out on softs. Lando's also coming out on softs. Sort of mediums for the pair of them, should I say. So, this is going to start getting a bit interesting now. 4 people on mediums. They're going to be the 4 to watch. Professors are on mediums as well. Everyone's going to try to set in the main lap time on that medium tyre. Simple as putting a lap, 1 stop for the race. Might be a little bit slower, you got to save a bit more tyre wear, but you don't have to worry about much to take your time. So let's see what happens here anyway. Let's see, would you rather pit? So he clearly didn't fancy them tyres. Let's go on board with Chapati then for the first hot lap of the session. On those medium tyres. Nice and aggressive looking at it from turn 1 and turn 2. Let's go on board for sector 1 here. Oh, ran it a little bit deeper there. Definitely lost some time, taking a little bit too much curb. I believe he would have lost time there, as you can tell. He couldn't quite get the rotation back on the car. As we are going to be in territory. So let's watch him both laps from scientists' view. He's close enough that he should actually pick up a tow as well from the car ahead, which will aid his lap time down this back straight. As we see Chapati get out of the way, Scientist took a slightly tighter line on the exit, but he is invalidated anyway. Let's go on board with Lando. Let's go on board with it's Nazareth actually. We don't see much of him in that first qualifying session for some reason. However, he is out on track. Infamous has left the session again. Let's see if he does need an invite. Hopefully he can take part for the race. However, we are coming to the right at the end of this lap here now from It's Nazareth. It's a 1:29.5. Looking at the Q1 times, he might be safe on that. I'd imagine he will be safe. Eskimo 31.6. 2.1 seconds off the pace. That won't be ideal, won't make him happy, but he definitely will push to find where that time's going in the remaining 10 minutes of this session. As you see, Jenna put it into P3 at the moment, a 1:30.5. We also got on hot laps. Oh, that wasn't the track, Eskimo. Sorry to tell you, buddy, but the black stuff is the track, not the gravel. I think you've been watching Casto's spinning lessons or classes too much, trying to take part in them by accident. You see scientists put in a 133.8. I believe he is going to go for another lap, however. That does look like a banker, and you see Infamous has rejoined the session. Just great to see. Hopefully he can stay apart for the race. Sainz looks nice and tidy in this early section on the left. Oh, a little bit of a lift out was not ideal for his lap time. Oh, and that is not what you want to see in Q2. Another midst of a crash. Around here, only needs to one thing. No front wing left. But actually, would you rather come back out on the mediums? He's just coming to the end of his first qualifying lap now for Q2. Got a little bit of traffic ahead, but it won't affect him. Won't even notice it on the run to the line here. Looks like a tidy enough lap as well, this. It's 29.381. Damn, that's a good lap. We've got Dean on a lap on the mediums. Let's see what he can put in. We are keeping an eye out for some of the other drivers as well. Remember, the top 4 will get eliminated at the end of this session. Ooh, ran a little bit deep, had to back out of the lap almost there, but he's kept his foot in it. Nice and tidy through the hairpin as well. Several different lines you can take through there. So finding the one that suits you best will be best because of the option to go to, I suppose, for the whole race. It's not a short race either. Will be a tiring one, so you need to keep these tyres in good shape now to pay them back in the race. We're down to the final braking zone now. Take a nice bit of curb on the right and the left and slightly on the exit. That puts us in P5 with 131 flat, 6/10 clear of King's Eskimo. However, he is a good half a second behind Jeanette. We did see Castro just sneakily pull up into P4 there. What can Lando do? He was up there first session, so expecting something good again from him, I suppose. What can the Sandman do? P2 on the medium tyre, respectable lap. Will Harvey at the start of his lap, however, on the soft tyre. Yes, soft tyre. Mediums. I don't have a clue what I'm chatting here. The yellow tyre. I'll go with that. We do have DRS Neil just behind him as well. So this could get a little bit interesting. There's a little bit of traffic ahead. Isn't ideal, but he can push on through it. Oh! Yeah, he won't be proud of that moment, will Harvey? And it wasn't DRS Neil behind him, as that Neil was clearly here, the other end of the track. Let's see what he can do in this middle sector. You'll have the front and the rear end of the car connected perfectly to achieve an optimal lap around here. The front will want to understeer out, the rear will want to snap out. You just got to be careful. getting the toe off Lando. Lando looked like he was desperately trying to get onto the grass there, and a bit more to not give away that vital slipstream to his arch rival DRS Neil. It's a short run to the line from this final corner. It looks like a good one. 28.975. Quicker than what he'd done in Q1, I believe. Rayad also sneaks into P2 on the medium tyres. So who have we got left? Royal Harvey, Desert Rat. As it stands, King's Eskimo, Scientist, Desert Rat and Royal Harvey don't fancy taking part in Q3 as they are in the bottom 4. However, we know that can change, and it could change at any moment as well. By the time Desert Rat finishes this lap, we'll have Dean in trouble, or Desert Rat might not make the cuts. Looking at the pace we've seen so far from Power Bullies to his teammate this season, I'd imagine he'd be getting through in this session. So a lot of people have set their best times on the mediums, well, only 3 drivers in that top 10, wanting to choose soft tyre. As the Desert Rat slide into P2 there, slightly behind DRS Neil, but there's not much in it. As always, King's Eskimo, what tyres he on? Softs. I think it's now or never. Eskimo. He's 2 seconds behind his teammate, Lando Bot. So what can he do here? He wants to get himself at least into that top 10, to give himself a chance to start in towards the front of this grid. As we see Royal Harvey, and we can confirm he is out on the medium tyres. As we see Eskimo midway through his second lap, I believe it is now. First lap on these soft tyres, let's see what he can put in now. Keeping the car under control, little wheel spin, no lockups. Coming down the boom corner now, can he hold it? Kept up good entry speed, the exit just as good, full throttle, perfect. Let's see what his delta's looking like. 7 tenths. As it stands, that's putting him not through. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. 2 tenths off, right, okay. That's him done. We've got 2 Aston Martins, both on out laps here. So the last person we want to know what's going on now is Royal Harvey. We know he's got the pace to get through, he just needs to prove it on this one solid lap. You see Scientist retiring from session, that's brave. It's Nazareth who's retired from session, that's a little bit more comfortable for him, but let's go on board now with Royal Harvey. What could be his final lap in qualifying if he messes this up. Just keep it neat, Harvey, that's all you need to do. But nice good first 2 corners. Nicely through that sequence, opened up this section as well. Car looks planted through here as well. Might have the smallest amount of understeer, but that definitely helped him through that first sector there. So Chapati's definitely not through. So the person at risk right now is Ginner and potentially Casto France if Takuna can improve his lap. We are towards the end of Dean's lap now, as we can see towards the bottom, so we'll find out in a moment. But we are currently on board with Royal Harvey. Looks competitive. Takuna's through, so Ginner is eliminated from qualifying. It all comes down to can Harvey put a quicker lap in than Casto France. He's putting a 1:30.2. Will he do it? Daft question. Comfortably done it. Wow. Casto France didn't make it through in their mediums. His teammate opted for the soft tyre. Could that be a mistake? The Professor does not need to do this lap time now. Hopefully he doesn't as his best time. Ah, he's backing out. Right, okay. So, definitely was not expecting Casto to be on. That was one for certain. Ginner being out, didn't expect that either really. I didn't expect any of them to be out, to be honest. So, Casto, Ginner, Eskimo and Chapati all got eliminated in that session. 4 drivers only ended up qualifying on the mediums. That was Reyes, Would You Rather, Royal Harvey and Lando Bot. So we've got a nice split in the top 10 of who wants... Oh, I'm sorry, and Professor Zoo. So we've got half and half in the top 10. Mediums versus softs. Let's hope there's no big tower advantage come the race, because that would be a shame. So as we're heading into Q3 now, we've got quite a range of drivers from in the championship currently as well. We've got our 2 race winners from the last 2 events in the race. As we see, I'm going to shoot out Would You Rather. Yeah, first out on track yet again. So he clearly wants to get his handle on this track before anybody else can get a chance to sniff at it. Question is, have you kept the fresh set of those soft tyres? I've seen Aston Martin also wanting to come out on track. I don't know who it is yet. The Takuna is out on track. We've got DRS Neil, Would You Rather as we're on board with now. Desert Rat and Lando Bot. As we've also got Professor Zoo following as well. With Reyes Houdini and It's Nazareth is also leaving the pits. The only person that doesn't fancy leaving yet is Royal Harvey. Unless he's leaving it late, like last session and the session before. This could be it, going all the way down to the wire here. So all these guys in the middle are all bunched up. It means look at it from the back, this onboard scientist. It's all bunched up. Hopefully these guys will be able to sort themselves out for the session. I don't believe it's as simple as that. He's on board with Lando. He's not wanting to go past Neil. What's going on there, boys? So let's go on board with Lando for this lap. You haven't seen a proper onboard lap of Lando this season, I don't believe, so let's go on board with one now. So all the cars are out on track, apart from Royal Harvey for this Q3 session. Let's see what Lando can do in his first sector. He needs to keep the car nicely hooked in now. This is do or die lap, otherwise under pressure next lap. Nice through the first sector. Using all the track and maybe just a little smidge more, but nothing over the top. 32.3 first sector. We'll only find out how good that is at the end of this lap. But it looked quick, it looked tidy. Surprise, surprise, Roy Harvey's come out on track. I believe Lando's got a little bit of wheel spin there. Maybe a little bit of over rotation and see would you rather put it top. But we've seen that time beaten already tonight, so we would expect to see that time just go down maybe into the mid 25s, into the 28.5s essentially, as Lando has in fact invalidated. Go on board with Rayaz Houdini, come to the end of his lap, as I believe Harvey decided to come out the pits now, so he's out of sync with everybody else, which makes it easier for him. So we've got DRS Neil putting it top of 28.5. Would you rather, obviously as we know, putting a 29.103, Desert Rat to 29.4, the Cuna P4 1 minute 30.0, Professor Zoo just popped in as well. Rayaz has just popped in even a 28.4, Professor Zoo managed to sneak in a 29.3, the Cuna to 1 minute 30 flat, and Scientist put in a 1 minute 30.2. So, who snuck a lap in there? It's Nazareth, I believe. And let's see what Roy Harvey can do. Technically the last person to set a lap time in this session, because Lando kinda didn't want to stick to track limits. Oops, that's a little bit wide, Harvey. Everyone just, well, it's Nazareth. Just parking it on the grass. Oh, Harvey, get on the brakes. Right. So, no one's gonna hot lap now, are they, surely? Okay, apart from the Cuna. He's managed to put in a 29.5, half second improvement, good lap. Yeah, I believe everyone's going back to the pits now. So will we see Roy Harvey go for a second shot? Yeah, I don't know, there's potential. So halfway through the session we've got Rayaz on pole, followed by DRS Neon, it's Nazareth, Professor Zoo, Desert Rat, Takuna, Scientist, and the last two people to not post a lap through errors of their own by not sticking to track limits. We've got Lando and Roy Harvey. I am expecting YM to put it on the front row with Rayaz, if not ahead of him. So we will find out in a moment in case Harvey's pitting. So if one pits, we will go on board with the other. It seems as if that's what we're doing tonight. So Lando on the soft tyres, just building up to his lap now. I think he'll want to get ahead of his buddy Neil, so he's aiming for 28.756. Very precise lap and no, but these two are very similar on pace, so Lando needs to put in an inch perfect lap here to stick with these front guys. Tardy through the first two corners. Let's see if he can hold it now through this first sector. Car looks well planted through there. Nice and tidy. A little bit of hesitation maybe on the exit, but nothing to cause him concern. Bang on with the track limits there. So he's using all the track, trying to maximise that lap, as he might actually only have this lap in these tyres. Let's see what he can do now. Coming up to Spoon Corner, the whole lap has been spot on by Lando so far. With 4 minutes remaining. It would be tight to get round and put another lap in. If you want to fresh that tyres, this lap needs to count now. Purple middle sector now. This is a big key lap. Can he do it? Can he do it? That's the big question. 29.0. Okay, it's a good lap. He won't be too disheartened by that. The race is a long one, so he's in a good position as well. Starting directly behind Neil, alongside it's Nazareth. Nice line, Landab. I don't know, that was the new racing line through turn 3 at all. Let's go on board for the whole lap. Let's see how many corners Lando could cut. I'm not interested. Would you rather was on a lap that actually got any significance to the session right now? As he's a 10th under his own personal best, so that will put him on board to actually go ahead of Lando. This looks like a good lap. And this is a good lap. Just ahead of Lando, as I suspected. Who else have we got on hot laps, excluding Lando? Ah, that's why he was cutting all the corners. He had no fuel. Right, he's not on a hot lap. Science to see on a hot lap? Yeah, looks like he is. So let's see what Scientist can do now. Coming to the final 2 corners, final braking zone. Struggling for traction, I think, there. Didn't quite improve his time, so... Right, he's not on a lap. Would you rather? It's Nazareth. See on a lap? Purple first sector, apparently. So as we are seeing everyone coming back out on track now, apart from Lando. He's not going to think about coming out, is he? As we see, it's Nazareth taking for a quick spin. That does it, that session over now. Is this a 50% race, Nick Douglas? Yes, it is a 50% race, my friends. So we've got left on a lap anyway. Coming towards the end, they probably need to put one in. We've got Will Harvey who wants to leave it late yet again. He is definitely putting his eggs all in one basket here. Can he do it though? The pressure is now on with Harvey. The lap times beat is a 28.4. He's definitely got the potential to do that. Let's see if he can indeed do it. And we see in Q1 he's got the pace to challenge Reyes this weekend, well tonight should I say. So I was expecting to get at least by him on track in quali. Purple first sector, it's always a good sign. Nice and tidy so far. Let's just wait and see what happens at the end of this lap now. It's Nazareth has retired from this session. Looks like a big one actually. Oh no, his car's carried on. Weird. So Neil could not improve his lap time or position at least to challenge Reyes. He's in P2 as it stands, but Royal Harvey's putting in 2 purple sectors out of 3. Can he do it? Yes. What a great lap, Harvey, that is. It's 1 minute 28.205. And Reyes is... I don't even want to know what's going on. So anyway, Harvey's got pole, Reyes P2, Neil P3, it's Nazareth 4th, Professor Zoo 5th, 6th is Would You Rather, 7th is Lando, Desert Rat is in P8, Vicuña is in P9, and Scientist rounds out to the top 10 in his Red Bull. I mean, I'd love to know what's going on at the end of that quali session there. That seemed very interesting to say the very least. So Harvey's carrying through his momentum from last race, winning in great style to put it on pole here for tonight's race. Can he keep up that good form and pull away from Reyes at the start? They're both on the medium tyre. DRS Neil is on the soft tyre, so Neil should in theory have that better launch at the start of the race, but we will never know until we get to that first corner. Well, turn 2 really is, but first corner's not really a corner in these cars unless it's wet. So we just wait for everyone to choose what starting tire they want. If you're not inside the top 10, if you're inside the top 10, you can choose what fuel load you are carrying. But from looking at the forecast, aka the weather, yeah, dry, nice and boring, straightforward race. So it should be a good one. We just got to wait for them all to obviously do what I said, choose tyres, fuel loads, whatnot. And then we get an extra 30 seconds because the Cody's clearly lied to me about what's going on. Or maybe EA. Or the FIA. Michael Massa may be changing the rules again. God knows. But once if we get away, we will be going on to the formation lap. Not dry or race. Ooh. Would you rather? You giving away some secrets here? Right. I don't want to know anymore. I do not want to know anymore. Wow, okay. You spoiled half the race for me. That should be interesting. Right, so we've got Frenzy at the back, starting on the hard tyres. On the Fjord's car. Infamous. Should be on mediums, but his Ferrari's not going anywhere. Lancia on mediums. Chapati on softs. King's Eskimo in P13. Jenna P12. Casto 11th. All of them on the mediums. Then on the softs we've got Scientist, Dean, Desert Rat. These have all done Q2 on this tyre, so they are going to have a little bit of wear. Lando in P7 on the mediums. Same with Would You Rather and Professor Zoom. It's Nazareth. It looks like a one-stop all round actually. Neil on the softs. In the front two at the grid. I'm on the mediums. I'm not quite sure what's happened to Infamous there. Bit of shit luck, unfortunately. Let's see what happened in the race. Hopefully Infamous will be able to keep a good connection. Hopefully we'll have a good lap race. I have heard something that it could well be the wheel for Infamous which is causing a few difficulties, which is absolutely gutting because I've got no doubt he'll be towards the front of this grid. So one to look out for in this race, Lawrence Hill coming from the back. He'll be pushing high up into them point paying positions. Probably looking around top 6, top 7 as these guys are rapid when they are all together on track. As we've got the leaders, Will Harvey, you can see just through his visor there, pulling up to his grid slot. Reyes playing the mind games a little bit, pulling up alongside him, then backing off. As we look back from Royal Harvey now, we can wait everybody to eventually get into position. And once they're all into position, see Harvey quickly check his mirrors there. That's brilliant camera view, and he's checking it again as if he's already racing. You going to check it again? Yeah. I'm not interested in the head movements, but interested in 5 red lights whenever they may. Stop checking mirror. Not going anywhere yet, AI. Oh, he's checking. He's got a sore neck. If everyone wants to know what the hold up is, it is Infamous who's parked up on the right hand side. Its AI has clearly lost its mind. Yeah. I mean, I don't have a clue what's going on right now, but this is not looking good. Infamous is just parked up, chilling, having a cup of tea. I mean, what mechanics could that be? Let's go one back, let's have a look. Not too sure, but I think it could well be at the Ferrari mechanic, so he's probably had it back for a cup of tea. I think he's went back, yeah, I think so. It's weird is happening. I did try, but the lobby clearly didn't want to be good. Screen just went black, that is correct. Yeah, I don't have a clue what's going on. Waiting for Infamous. I will be back once I know more, guys. I don't have a clue what's going on at present, so I'll see you very shortly. I will still be streaming this race, just going to mute my mic while I see what's going on. Right, so Eskimo, right, so we are back, guys. Dakuna has already done a brilliant start to the race. Already in the gravel, down at turn 1. Everyone's got jump starts. This is a beautiful way to start the race. Safety cars out as well. I'm adamant this is a glitch lobby, but right, so obviously this is glitch, guys. Would you rather park dangerous location? Great parking. That was beautiful there from Reyes. Let's see what he can do. It's round turn 2 now. drop down to P13. It's not the real race, so let's not take it seriously. Am I waiting for a new invite? Let's have a look. Okay, well, whilst we wait, I will... Who's actually racing? Is Professor Zug? Oh, it's Nazareth still racing, I believe. Oh, DRS Neil picked up a drive-through. Unfortunate. He getting the practice lap in, maybe? He certainly is. It was like a good first lap so far from Neil in the glitch lobby, but this will not be staying. We will be refreshing the lobby, guys, don't worry. Neil, oh Neil, how many penalties you got already? Drive through lap 1, congrats. Right, okay, so, have I actually got an invite to a new lobby? Nope, of course I don't. Got Lawrence Yor, I believe. I believe he's been black. Or he's been given another penalty. Right, okay, so that is everyone out, and the only person to not get a black flag was myself being the commentator, which was a bit unfortunate. I was wanted to join in with the black flag game, or the retire game, but looks fun. So anyway, the race winner of the glitched version of the Grand Prix, it was the Kuna who won by Eskimo and Chapati, top 3. Yeah, it's not much else to say there. Congrats, guys. Anyway, I need a new... Okay, I've got a new lobby. I was the only one left. Let's go and have some fun over here.